Hello and welcome to a very chill episode of a weekly Waypoint. It's a new year, it's a new me, no it's not, and I'm sitting on a virtual park bench with my friend Reese. Except he's not in this video, he's not here, I'm sorry. This is just footage I recorded last night while we were having a natter. Except you can see that's a lie because in the top left he's muted and I'm not saying anything. Oh no, the illusion is swiftly, rapidly falling apart before my very eyes. Zen, sorry, I'm definitely zen. It's 2021 now. It's not 2020 anymore. We can be zen again. Except wait! No! 2021 is just 2020 New Game Plus! Listen, I've got some news for you. Years are a human concept, and just because it's 2021, it doesn't mean that all of the shit of 2020 is just going to go away like that, as much as we would love it to. And I know most people know this, but just the attitude I'm seeing online makes me feel like I need to say that. But also, vice versa, and this is basically just a tweet I wrote the other day, but vice versa, that also means that 2021 isn't necessarily going to be as full of shit as 2020. There's every chance that it will get better, and by the looks of things, it probably will. Just not for the first few months. We've just got to deal with what we've got right now. We can't just rush to the end. It's like a boss fight. You can't just start spamming. This is a metaphor everyone can get behind. You can't just start spamming the final boss when he's on low health, because if you stop strategizing, then all of a sudden you take loads of damage and you die. There you go. Life is like one big boss fight. I think the biggest piece of advice I can possibly give, because I'm such a worldly travelled zen person, obviously, is just try not to think in absolutes. Like, I have so many people, I know so many people who something happens and suddenly, like, it's, oh, this is terrible, it's never going to get better, all this kind of stuff. When it is, like, just because something sucks right now doesn't mean that it's not going to suck tomorrow. And that's definitely the rational way of thought. I know it's not always easy to think rationally. I have my own experiences with that. It's difficult to control how you feel, and it's fine to not be okay as well. But I just wanted to start this video with something along those lines. Hopefully that helped. If it did not, I'm sorry. Video games. Shall we talk about video games? 2021, I'm not sure if anyone's noticed yet, is looking like a bit of a shit year for video games. 2020, amazing year of video games. Don't look at Cyberpunk over there. Most people go, oh, 2020 sucked because Cyberpunk was bad. There's more to life than Cyberpunk. As someone who was never interested in Cyberpunk, it perpetually, I guess, it doesn't confuse me why people are obsessed with Cyberpunk, but I just don't get it, if you know what I mean. Like, I never got the hype, I don't get the annoyance and the disappointment. It's just one big storm that's happening over the sea. If we continue down the weird metaphors theme of this video. But I think 2020 was an amazing year of video games. You got Animal Crossing, you got Doom Eternal, which I actually haven't played, but I feel like it's probably an amazing game. Yeah, I mean, just look at the Game Awards nominees and you'll be like, oh yeah, it was a really good year. So there's that. But 2021, I was looking up the games that are coming out for my blog post that I wrote about a week or two ago, and oh boy, in fact, let me write down the games that appeal to me for next year. Write down? Let me say what I wrote down of the games. Did I say that right? I'm confusing myself. Ah yes, I have four games that are coming out next year that I'm super excited for, and they are Lego Star Wars The Skywalker Saga, Super Mario 3D World and Bowser's Fury, Mass Effect Legendary Collection, and Halo Infinite. Two of those are remakes or re-releases. So, yeah. I could play Mass Effect right now if I wanted to. It'd just be the 360 version, that's on Game Pass. But I'm holding out to see if the remastered trilogy comes out on EA Play / Game Pass immediately. It probably won't. But I do want to, I've never gotten into that series and I do want to, and I think, you know, if they put it on Game Pass, or if I wait until it does go on Game Pass, then that would be a pretty cool way to experience it, you know? I think I probably talked last week about my experiences with Star Wars The Old Republic and how that's basically the first BioWare RPG, quote unquote, that I've really gotten into, and like experienced the choice wheel narrative, and I fucking love it. So I think I really need to give Mass Effect a proper try. Because so many people love that series. And if I'm being perfectly honest, and this is going to be a fun opinion, the thing that interests me most about Mass Effect is the very existence of Mass Effect Andromeda, because I've never really seen, and maybe I just don't watch enough sci-fi or play enough sci-fi, but I've never really seen a established sci-fi universe then take the hard right turn to, what if we explored a different galaxy. What would that look like? And by all accounts that I've heard, Mass Effect Andromeda did not deliver on that. Did I say Andromeda? Andromeda did not deliver on that promise as well as people wanted to. Apparently there was a lot of the same races involved, but I loved Dragon Age, well, I liked Dragon Age Inquisition. I liked it as a friend. I never finished that game, but I did really like what I played of it, and I know that basically Mass Effect and Dragon Age kind of like, they're like the Skyrim and Fallout of BioWare, in that they play off the same engine, they play very similarly, it's just one's fantasy and one's sci-fi, and if Dragon Age Inquisition is the fantasy version of Mass Effect Andromeda, then I think I could like Mass Effect Andromeda, and I'm sure they've patched out most of the reasons people hate it by now, and I'm going in with low expectations. But 1, 2 and 3 first, obviously. LEGO Star Wars The Skywalker Saga is something I'm unreasonably excited about. Like, that should be a smaller title that people are going, oh yeah, I guess that is coming out this year. Me, I'm like, man, I've been waiting for that shit since it was originally announced to be in last year's year. Never mind Cyberpunk getting delayed. My fucking LEGO Star Wars The Skywalker Saga got delayed. That's one I'm not happy about. Actually, I'm fine about it. I just love the original LEGO Star Wars games so much. And I hope this one isn't like The Force Awakens, because I didn't like The Force Awakens game for some reason. It just felt... The LEGO games are very hit and miss for me, but the amount of effort that seems to be going into this one gives me hope. Super Mario 3D World and Bowser's Fury is something that, well, I've kind of fallen off playing my Switch altogether since the Super Mario 3D All-Stars came out, because I was extremely excited for that collection. And when I played it, I played some of Super Mario 64 and I played some of Super Mario Sunshine, and they didn't really grab me like I thought they would. And ever since then I've just kind of been like, oh yeah, I guess Mario's an okay platformer. I've gone from Mario's an okay platformer to fuck yeah Mario to Mario's an okay platformer again. I recognise that it's actually a really good platformer, but just in my brain, that is, in my personal interest levels of it. So I'm not sure if I am going to rush out to get Super Mario 3D World and Bowser's Fury, but I am excited, but it's coming to Switch nonetheless. And, you know, it should be available to buy whenever I want to buy it, and not because it's some bullshit timed wanky thing that Nintendo like to do these days. Fuck off Nintendo with that bullshit, goddamn. Zen. This is a Zen episode. As you can see, just two friends sitting on a park bench, being Zen. One of them's away, don't worry about it. The other thing I wanted to talk about today was Elder Scrolls Online. I was playing the Game Pass version of it on Xbox because I wanted to see how it would play, and I have since realised that Elder Scrolls Online is, and bear with me, better on console, which is weird because it's an MMO, but and I know you can play with a controller on PC, but the UI, it's a completely different UI, which sounds like it shouldn't matter, but it does. Like, completely different UI, completely designed for controllers, and everything just feels better. I can't really explain it in a way that makes sense, but I basically had to start a new account because there's no cross save. I was like, I'm gonna hate doing this, like starting from scratch. I've got 450 hours easily in Elder Scrolls Online on PC. I don't want to start from scratch. And then I started from scratch, and then I went, actually this is fine, because a lot of the character bound stuff is like, well, what am I trying to say? A lot of stuff in ESO is character bound. Like, it's not as alt friendly as something like World of Warcraft. So when you start a new character, it doesn't feel that different to starting an account. All you're missing is, the big one is your purchases, but we'll get to that in a minute. Like house decoration stuff, I guess, like any Crown Store stuff, like I said, purchases. Like, it's hard to think about what you would be missing on a entirely new account. Like achievements, I guess. But the PC version of ESO doesn't have Steam achievements, it just has ESO achievements, so this version has Xbox achievements, which are fun, because, good god, there's loads of achievements, but they're all like the major milestones, so like nobody has 100% in that game. I'm sure like 2 or 3 people do, but like, it's like, do every single quest and side quest in one zone, which would take like 40 hours. That's like one achievement for like 20 gamer score or something like that. And then another one is like, complete all the objectives on the map, so like the delves and the group dungeons and getting all the sky shards and stuff like that. That's another like 20 gamer score achievement. Keep in mind there's tons of DLC for this game at this point, tons of different zones in the game, and there's loads of stuff like this as well, and it's really cool. So I bought all the expansions because it was 15 quid, It was on sale for 15 quid, and I was like, you know what? And I had like a £5 Xbox voucher from my Microsoft points. I was like, I can spare a tenner just to get this account back up to date with the major expansions. That's fine. And then also, I've just done like a month of ESO Plus because my current month in World of Warcraft I bought for with gold. So I'm like, yeah, I might as well throw £9 just to play for a month. And I'm completely, entirely hooked on ESO right now, which means that I am playing 3 MMOs concurrently. I'm playing a bit of World of Warcraft, I'm playing a lot of ESO, and I'm playing a bit of Star Wars The Old Republic. And normally I can't do that. Normally my attention shifts from one to the other and then I fall off of the other one. But I'm actually kind of keeping up with this, for this week anyway. Watch this drastically change, but I'm keeping up with this like triple MMO threat right now, which is fun. But most of all, it is ESO at the minute. I'm all in on ESO, and I am remembering every single little reason why I love that game. And I have made an Orc Dragon Knight. He's just a Magicka one at the minute. He's using the new player advisor stuff. I'm not actually trying hard and looking up any of the builds for that at the minute on Alcast, which is the name of a website which I was delaying because I couldn't remember. But basically, I'm running him through Greymore again, just to get myself, just reminding myself what happened there. And then I'm taking him to Markarth, which is the DLC which came out, which I have not had time to check out yet. So I'm going to use my ESO Plus to play through Markarth on that character. And I think I'm basically just going to try and build up my Xbox ESO profile. So yeah, that's my week. And also, I haven't had time to talk about Xbox game parts, but watch Volume 2 of that when it comes out later today, please. Okay, thank you. It's very different to my other content. Thanks, love you, bye. Mwah.